and express your emotions.
Hello friends, welcome to my little paradise, to Lyudmyla's world. Today, walking through the forest, enjoying the landscapes that nature gives us, I wanted to share with you my reflection on emotions, as well as the importance of expressing everything we feel, everything that is happening inside of us, and do it in the moment. When we hear the question, "How are you?" our instinctive answer is, "I'm fine," although you may not be fine at all. Our society custom and practice is to mask how we are really feeling and respond the standard answer. But what if you went against expectation and express what you were really feeling? What if you express your emotion and didn't hide them? Well, people could be surprised. In reality, being honest and authentic about how you feel creates powerful personal connections. Feeling and expressing what you feel is not a weakness, because you need to be strong to do it. And the reward is a deeper relationship with yourself. Emotions are very important to feel, but the truth is that we have been educated to ignore and nullify these feelings. In fact, nobody teaches us to be able to talk about what we are feeling, needed to pay attention at the moment of feeling it and share it later. Therefore, in adulthood, we don't know how to manage it. But all illnesses, born but some trauma, anger, shock, stress, disgust, or any emotion you kept and didn't express it at the time of trauma. All kinds of emotions that are not expressed in the end somatize in the form of illness. It's very important to be able to recognize what you feel, accept our emotions as they are, and learn from them. So I invite you to stop for a moment now and feel what is happening right now inside of your body. Is there anything that you have been carrying inside for a while and you haven't expressed it yet? You haven't been able to express it because of shame, fear, or what people could say? It will never be too late to free you from the trauma that you have been carrying inside for years. So that time stopped running since you suffered that, and you started living in this tunnel in the form of trauma. You suffered if you didn't share it. But if we keep it less time, we will need less time to heal and release it. And the only person who can do it is you. To deactivate this pain or shock and get out of this tunnel, you have to go back to that moment of shock Visualize the situation again. Relieve it by changing your vision and opinion about it, and change the soft patterns and emotions about that you felt at that time. Learn from it and share it with a trusted person with whom you can also talk about more intimate topics. There are no good or bad experiences and emotions. The important is in feeling them, living them, and not holding them on. If any emotion stays in your body, in your conscience, what you believe and how you saw it in that moment of the past, for example, the longer for someone who was important to you and is no longer in your life, your parents, your partner, your children, you are living in a past that no longer exists, and that refers to a situation that is no longer there. Actually, you are accustomed to be sad, and your body feels more comfortable in this form of sadness. And as to change, you will need to make an effort, is looking for excuses not to do it. It's easy to stay in this comfortable form of sadness there in a hole than find a strength. Take the ladder and climb up. Get out of this hole and look in its face. Meet it, revive it, and say goodbye to it, so that the present is here and now. But it isn't waiting for you. Just a bit later, you won't be able to take this moment back to make it. Or if you think that in the future you can have one thing or someone you want, you are experiencing an illusion that doesn't exist now, and your body feels this illusion and doesn't let you live what is here and now. And if this illusion won't become the reality, you will frustrate and suffer. So we are always in the past or in the future. And in return, so easy to feel what you feel now. To listen to your interior, your heart, your intuition. Without realizing, most of us live following patterns of society, believing that this is reality, but the truth is that it's a fantasy. Society tells us how it should be and how we should do, how we should feel and how we shouldn't. For this reason, sometimes we feel guilty of what we feel and prefer to have it hidden and silent. But sooner or later, this internal conflict will end up exploding at any moment, and poof, bomb. Emotions are human experience and make us understand that we are alive and that we can feel, but we don't have to fit them because we give them the power to manipulate us. If you think that being sad is bad, every time you are sad, you will think it's bad. And you will keep this emotion inside of your body in order not to show it out. And if you see that being happy is good, every time you are happy, you will see it's good, and you will always keep it inside to have it forever. We are living in a world full of different emotions, and we can't keep on saving them all and putting them name. If we open the door to let it enter, we also have to open the door to let it leave. Emotions aren't made to stay inside. They must flow like a river and not stagnate as a paddle in the body when bacteria are sickness born. If the emotion goes to my direction and stops somewhere in my body or in some part of my body, I look for it, I find it, I feel it, I welcome it, I breathe it, I love it, and feel it with love, and I correct it, and I cure myself with the same love, and so I let it go and release my body, and so make it with all the emotion that cross my body. If we learn this trick, you will be able to keep your body and your mind always young and healthy. If you want to be happy, open the door to all the emotions that go in your direction, because they are in your way and you can avoid them. Breathe them and say goodbye to them. Actually, we become old because we don't know how to channel emotions and energy well. We fall into a trap in which emotion traps us, and we get lost in time. Make up the correct moment, because it's the only one that is here. Look, the nature is expressing as it should. If it has to rain, it rains. If it has to snow, it snows. And if it must burn itself, so it does. Because to keep everything in sync and to be at your excess, it's very important to express your emotions. I hope you have enjoyed this wonderful landscape, and see you on my next video. Kiss.